Welcome to Straight Talk Recovery. My name is Maurice Ruffin.
And I'm Eric Amram.
Here today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about awareness about this herb. It's very addictive. It's called Kratom. Just want to bring some information out there. I know a lot of people like drinking teas, and when we think about substance abuse or addictive drug or something, we would think of hard drugs, cocaine, heroin, meth,
Right.
Pills, over-the-counter pills.
So I call those the gas station drugs because you can get a lot of that shit at the gas station, right?
Exactly. And I want to say this, E. When few people came in and they said they was addicted to this kratom.
Yeah.
I thought it was a synthetic weed at first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who wants to smoke this, synthetic weed? Go get the real stuff.
Right.
But I just so happened the other day, I'm sitting there, I'm strolling through my phone looking at reels, and I seen kratom, and they showed a picture of a herb.
Yeah.
Right? So I said, wait a minute, this is what I've been hearing about. And so I did a little research on it and, was very astounded about what it was, the severity it has, the effect it has on people.
Right. So the thing about kratom is it's considered an opiate derivative. It's not necessarily an opiate, but it affects your body like an opiate, like it burns those receptors out.
Right.
One of the main things that people use it for is for opiate use, right? Like they're trying to get off of the opiates, so they go to kratom. The problem is there's no dialed in amount that can get you to a certain level. It's trial and error, and the main thing that happens with that is people get into these violent seizures.
And I was just looking at it before you pulled up, the seizures, the toxicity of it. The FDA even considered this a dangerous, addictive herb.
There were some people in Ohio a few years ago that actually overdosed on it.
I was just going to say that. I just had that on there. And I can go back on when I was in the treatment program. And I don't want to say no name, but there's one guy who used to make these cigarettes called lavender.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, he's taking cigarette tobacco and trying to give it flavor.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, does lavender have this substance in it, this kratom in it? Maybe because we don't, like I said, we only look at the hardcore substance as drugs, as far as being addictive to it, and this is in teas.
Yeah,
this definitely in teas. And then they said, okay, it has some plus. Well, if you use low dosage, it gives you what was it? Your alertness is good, but it says low. But if you continue to keep using something, your immune system gets more and more, It's just like, I just only smoke a joint a day. Then it goes to 2 joints a day. Then it goes to 3 joints.
It's just like any drug.
Any drug, yes. So it's highly addictive. So, and I chose this because when I seen it, I said, man, this is crazy because like I said, I thought it was a synthetic gas station.
Yeah.
Over the counter, you can just
like
go.
Bath salts. Remember bath salts?
Yeah.
They were sold at every gas station.
And just it's crazy because we look at having an addiction as we like, a homeless person drinking alcohol, stuff like that. We look at that, but we be addicted to other things and don't even know that we have an addiction.
Right.
And until it gets bad, and I watched a couple little segments on it. And I would say this to family and friends and people out there to Google it and be aware of what we put into our bodies,
Right.
and the side effects it has on us.
Right.
You know, liver damage.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, seizures.
Yeah.
You know,
it's important to do that because you're putting a substance in your body that you probably heard from a friend of a friend that it's okay, but it's really not.
And that's crazy because we will listen to someone.
Yeah. It's because we want to do
it. Because
right?
we want to do it. We're just
someone co-signing.
Oh man, yeah. Oh man, try this out. It works. It works. And okay, and I say this, I don't like taking medicine.
Right.
You know, like my lower back hurts, and I don't want to keep taking ibuprofens or I don't want.
Right. You want to figure out what the problem is.
Right, but I know what it is. I went and had a scan on me, and I have a fusion in my lower back.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take anything to kill that pain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just rather limit myself from doing something when that pain comes.
Yeah.
You know, I just know 6 hours standing straight up, move, you know, on my feet.
Right.
That's when it starts to swell. It starts to get swollen, you know.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too, and like I mean this with all due respect, I mean you and I are getting older, right?
I ain't getting old.
Right. Yeah, we get.
I ain't getting old.
And like I remember, my mom and dad would say, you know, like when you roll out of bed, like it sounds like a symphony. It's like,
yeah,
and,
right.
and I'm in the middle of that dance where like I wake up and be like pop 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 pop. And I'm just like, man, like this sucks.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing is when I get off work and I sit down on the couch and I go to move and it's like, oh.
Yeah, your back got stiff and everything.
So, yeah, it just locks up. And then I got to roll over, slide off the couch, and then push myself up. You know, I'm like, man, this is crazy. I remember I used to be able to run all day, jump and play sports and all that. And now here it is. I'm sliding off the couch.
Right.
You know.
And the sad thing is, it's those type of situations that if you weren't addicted to a drug, you would look for something like that to prevent that. But the sad fact of it is we're just getting old.
That's what it is.
Okay.
And in my addiction, I never paid attention. I knew I had back problems, but I never really gave it no thought about it because the drug was the most important thing at that particular time.
Yeah.
And if I was hurt, I'd use drugs to not think about it, and it like takes it away.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now I feel that. I feel a lot of it, you know, in my back. And so, but I don't want to pick up nothing or take nothing.
Right.
You know, I like the way things are going and I just deal with the pain. Some days it's better than others. You know, I try different stretches sometimes, you know, leg movement just because it feels like if I just pop my back, crack my back, it'll feel better. But it's more than that. You know, it's more to it than that.
Well, like we live in a king baby society where like I want what I want it now. You know, if I have a headache, take a pill. Have a backache, take a pill. But there are underlying reasons why you have a headache, you have a backache, and all you're doing by taking a pill is you're adding
to the addiction.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just another symptom of an underlying
problem. It's like, okay, you take this, okay, you want to get off this, but take this so you can get off of it. And it's just
now you gotta get off that.
Yeah, it's an ongoing situation.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel for a lot of people when I see them coming through the detox, because some of them have to have it, you know, or they'll go through seizures or some type of bad withdrawals effect, and but to remember that pain, man. You know, we forget that pain. We forget that, you know.
That's why I like working in the detox wing of our company because and like I'm not trying to make it sound any kind of way, but it reminds me every day of what I don't want.
It does. It really does. And I try to talk to the clients in a way to say, hey, you can overcome it, but you gotta have the willingness. You have to push yourself.
Right.
And because I played sports, I always feel that I have to try it. I have to push forward. You know what I'm saying? I have to because I don't like losing.
Right.
You know, I really don't like losing. You know, I went to a high school that we had good athletes. We just didn't have enough athletes to try out for the team.
Sure.
But we had very good athletes at Central High School in Grand Rapids.
And there just wasn't enough of them.
Yeah, and all the other schools, they got double the athletes to go out and try out and have, say on the football team, they got 40 players, and we working with 20.
Right.
They got people they can just put in and out and stuff. But we had good athletes and it just was too much.
Yeah.
It was just too much. But I hated that we didn't have a good football team, just had good players and that caused of losing. But didn't want to get accustomed to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I tried harder and harder and harder and harder, as the years go. So I'm trying to get guys, trying to get them to recruit them to play football for us and stuff like that. But and another thing, like what we got coming up August 23rd.
2 weeks away.
Man, it's flying. So we went out, Straight Talk went out and got back to school stuff for some kids, some prizes. We have grown-up prizes. We got some fun games.
And we have merch. We finally have merch.
Merchandise, the t-shirts. We will be wearing the t-shirts that we will be putting out there for donations. So y'all will be able to see what they look like. I'll be posting them real soon. What else we have going on? The haircuts, back to school. Haircuts going on.
Melly Mel cooking on the grill.
Melly Mel cooking on the grill.
Man, he can really throw down.
You know what? I can't wait for those some saute.
I know. He's good.
Chicago style. So please, at Veterans Park, August 23rd from 2 to 6, please show up, bring your kids. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of grown-up fun, kid fun. Got the piñatas.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's some free giveaway toys for the kids, some back to school gift prizes for, the games and stuff like that. Y'all gonna love it. So
we have Tammy doing haircuts. We have Nico, the barber, doing haircuts, and it's by donation only. So it's not like you have to, have like $30-$40 for a haircut. Right. Whatever you feel like you want to donate, they already
very appreciative.
100%.
And we will be broadcasting.
Oh yeah,
we'll be broadcasting. We will have a few people step up and share their story a little bit.
So are we going to do like a Facebook Live kind of thing, or are we just going to?
It's going to be on Facebook Live. We're
nice.
We're going to do it live. We're going to have the Straight Talk phone there. We want to do this and just show people how recovery. You can have fun. I got some people coming up from Grand Rapids, coming up to the picnic.
So if you want to stop by and like give a shout out to somebody, stop by the booth.
By and do it. Just stop by and come on in. It's going to be real nice. So we're going to just wanted to just throw that awareness out about Kratom. We're seeing people coming through with the addiction part of it.
Right. Like now there's more and more symptoms of it coming through, which is why the topic was picked.
And then one thing too, it's not what is it saying? It's not monitored strong enough yet,
right?
To say, hey, this can't be sold. It's out there.
Yeah.
And it's very addictive. So please be aware of it. Read what you're drinking and putting in your body, pills, any herbal. Read what it is and the side effects of it, because you can be addicted to it. So that's all I have for today.
That's all I have, man. Look forward to seeing everybody in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Super stoked about it.
Yeah.
I want to say, Keith, we missed you, man.
Come on, man. You know,
come
you
on,
better tell
Steve.
Tiffany to give you a day off. Or
Come
something.
on, man.
Quit playing.
That's right.
So
Quit playing.
we will be having this merchandise up and running real soon. It's already, we found someone to do it for us.
They've done such an excellent job. I can't wait for our viewers to really see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
they did such
And
an
then you
excellent
can have
job.
what you want on the back, you know.
Yep.
You choose just on saying, you know, my name is Maurice. I remain teachable.
My name's Eric Omron. Keep moving forward, family.
Peace.